Hello, good morning. I'm Zion. I'm the cell group leader for JAF, and I've titled this My Journey. I'm just going to tell you about why I became a Christian and what it means to me. Um, I became a Christian due to the realization that there must be more to life. There was a point where I was just living life and it wasn't really anything meaningful or going somewhere. And then things started happening, and then I realized there must be more to this life. There must be something bigger than this world or bigger than what I can imagine. And that's when my mum was pointing out God to me where I couldn't see it and she could see it. And then I started getting intrigued by it and reading more, praying more, and getting more in the flow of church. And because of that, it pushed me closer to God and it's taken me to where I am today. And what it means for me to be a Christian is being a living sacrifice and battling the flesh. Like, there's two Bible verses that are really kind of the theme to my life. So the first one is Joshua 24:15, where Joshua's asking the Israelites who they're gonna serve, and he says, "As for me and my household, we shall serve the Lord." And I really like that verse because for me, it's like I said, it's like a ringtone. It's even if I make a mistake or when I sin, that verse is always in me and it sums me up because that's what I want to do with my life, just serve the Lord. And the second one is Romans 12:1, which is saying to present yourselves as a living sacrifice. And it's just reminding me that every day is a battle with the flesh, with the world. Like, they both verses are kind of similar to me, as with Joshua is asking the Israelites about the gods that they're gonna serve. It's like in today's world where you have fashion, you have sports, you have this, you have music that can all take your time and become your they can become your God kind of thing. And it's just singling out God as God and not putting anything else before him. And it's presenting yourself before him as a sacrifice. So it's like constantly um constantly saying no to the flesh, like killing the flesh desires and stuff of the world kind of thing. And the last thing we'll talk about is mistakes. Like, a lot of people think that, imagine, you used to think Christians were perfect people and they didn't make mistakes, they were always correct, always on point. But as I've grown up and on my journey, I've realized that everyone does make mistakes, and it doesn't mean if you make a mistake, you should shy away from God. Like, to me, that's a really destructive way of thinking, because some people may think because they sin that God doesn't love them anymore, and then they go away from His presence, they stop going to church, stop praying, and it leads them down a bad path altogether. However, to me, when you make a mistake, I think that's the time you should get closer to God, because although you sinned and you've done wrong, God still loves you and called you His child, which is kind of one of the messages of the cross, that Jesus came for us, and it says in the Bible that He is born in us now, He's in us. So when God sees us, He doesn't see our sins, but instead He sees Jesus, who is sinless and blameless and pure. So just a little advice for anyone watching, for the freshers, like, when you sin, don't, or if you get caught up, or just remember God still loves you and to go back to His presence. Thank you.